Colorado's district attorneys are urging lawmakers to step up penalties in cases where children are victims of indecent exposure.
Right now, it's a misdemeanor. The DAs say it should be a felony. Political specialist Sean Boyd joining us now. Sean, there's now a bill to change that law.
Yeah, believe it or not, right now, this is the only sex crime involving kids in Colorado that is a misdemeanor, unless it happens online. If someone exposes themselves to a child online, it's a felony. If they do it in person, it's a misdemeanor. They have to do it 3 times for it to become a felony. Maybe no surprise, the bill has a lot of support. More than 1,200 people have signed an online petition urging lawmakers to close what they call a loophole in the state's sex crime statutes, one that they say prevents the youngest victims from ever seeing justice.
I learned this the hard way because somebody that I trusted had exposed himself to my 6-year-old.
Tiffany Moon Comandari says it took her daughter a year to open up to her and another year to come forward to police. By then, it was too late. The statute of limitations for misdemeanors is 18 months.
Actually, the Aurora detective said, "We're really sorry. Had this happened online and not in person, it would have been actionable."
There is no statute of limitations for felony sex crimes, thanks in part to Representative Daphne Michelson-Jeannet, who is now carrying a bill to make indecent exposure to children a felony, regardless of where it happens.
This type of indecent exposure really ruins the trust of a child to an adult. And it does some really considerable harm, and it should be treated as such.
The Colorado District Attorney's Council says indecent exposure is one of the highest risk, highest recidivism sex crimes, and many perpetrators, it says, graduate to more serious sex offenses.
These are dangerous offenses to the public. They're not just a joke. They're not just a nuisance, and especially when done in front of children, need to be treated with the consequences in accordance to the impact that they have on the community.
But opponents are worried people with mental health challenges and disabilities may get swept up in the bill. Michelson-Jeannet says she is amending it to make sure that doesn't happen.
And the prosecutor will have to prove that this individual knew what they were doing.
Moon Comandari, who started the online petition, says she is determined to protect other children.
We won't see justice. But their perpetrator lives in Jefferson County now with his girlfriend and her 2 young children.
Under the bill, the child would have to be younger than 15 and more than 4 years younger than the offender for it to qualify as a felony. So consenting teens of similar ages aren't at risk of charges. You know, by changing the crime from a Class 1 misdemeanor to a Class 6 felony, DAs are really hoping that the perpetrators will be more likely to get mandated treatment.
Yeah, so much to come with this one. All right, thank you.